Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Honolulu Desperados here on Madden 24. That is right. We return, and we are coming off of back-to-back Super Bowl trophies. We've done it. We have built the dynasty. It's official. Two Super Bowls in a row, I'd say that's pretty much a championship dynasty right there. Can we go 3 for 3? I don't know. Because this offseason is going to be another one where we lose a lot of very, very important pieces. Hopefully not Bijan Robinson. And hopefully not Anthony Richardson too. I guess we'll find out. But certainly not Bijan Robinson. It's going to be a very tough episode. It is the offseason. Let's get into it. Hit that like button if you go and enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And let's go see what this Honolulu roster looks like headed into year 6. So we pick up right where we left off in the last episode. A little bit of a cliffhanger, if you will, because I hardly know her. If you remember, we have some negotiations and I wasn't sure what to do. We have to pay $312 million to Anthony Richardson. I just don't know if that's going to be physically possible. Bijan's much more manageable at 62. Kellum is going to be tough. I mean, there's so many players that need new contracts that we're just not going to be able to bring back. We're going to lose so many players. Even some of the guys that we drafted, like Deshaun Hitchens, because we didn't get him in the first round. He doesn't have an option, a fifth-year option. Brian Basee, Paris Johnson Jr. probably is gone. The only guy that I think I can bring back is Bijan Robinson. So year 6 could be quite the year. But we're going to have to start by getting that money freed up in the first place. So we can renegotiate with Micah Parsons. We can restructure his money. We can restructure Devonta Smith's contract. We can restructure Jalen Waddle's contract. We can restructure Budda Baker, who we're hopefully going to have to trade pretty soon. We can restructure Greg Rousseau. I mean, we're going to be swamped in a few seasons. We're not going to have any money. We can restructure David Njoku, who we might have to trade as well. Now that we have some money, maybe we try to trade those guys. Deron Bland, Bernard Raymond. I mean, we're just paying so much money to so many different people. It's kind of crazy. Uche, can't restructure him. Thompson restructured. I got to restructure basically the whole team. Got to restructure the whole freaking team at this point. We got $26 million available money. So many new contracts, or so many contracts are needed to be re-signed. We have $27 million. $27 million, but that leaves us $14 million. So we can't even afford Bijan. We can't even afford to offer Bijan a contract just yet. But maybe, let me take a look. Is there anybody that's a penalty? So if we were to move on from Paris Johnson, that's not a penalty. Tevin Jenkins isn't a penalty. Kellum's not. Okay, so a lot of the big guys that are in need of a contract aren't penalties to trade. What is Budda Baker's penalty? That's a big one, because I want to trade Budda Baker. $6 million for Uche. Budda is 30.5. We're just gonna have to eat Buda's money. And 33 for Njoku. That's such a crazy penalty on those contracts. We're just gonna have to eat it. We're gonna have to eat the dead money and trade them away. We can't pay those contracts. It's gonna be better for us in the long run. We can't pay those contracts, but first we need to trade away the guys that aren't gonna be dead money, like Paris Johnson Jr., who we simply aren't going to be able to re-sign. Because I'm only going to be able to free up enough money to get Bijan back. We're going to lose Anthony Richardson, too, which really sucks. Let's see. I need to get a replacement right tackle. That's pretty much a guarantee. But who is under contract for a few seasons that's cheap and can come play quality right tackle for a couple seasons. A lot of these guys are on the end of their rookie deals, the guys that are at least good. Penei Sewell's too expensive. Can't afford that contract. He would probably be the only guy that I would like to get. All these rookies got 1 year left on their deals. It's crazy. Everybody's got nothing. I guess we could drop down an overall and take Darnell Wright, but would that even be worth it, really? Would Darnell Wright really even be good? I mean, we're losing so much overall. Darnell could grow, I guess. Trent Saxton is interesting, but he's got a crazy cap hit. What was Darnell's? His was 14. Okay, so we can't go for either of those guys. Is there a left tackle I can move to right tackle? Maybe there's a left tackle that's cheaper. Let's see. Harrison. They've got a guy here. Oh, Ben Walls is also on the last year of his deal. Eric Chamberlain. I remember Eric Chamberlain. I liked Eric Chamberlain. I wonder if I can make Eric Chamberlain a Honolulu Desperado finally. Because I remember him. I liked him. I wanted him to be a Desperado in the first place. Jair's got 1 year left on his deal. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. I don't think... He's got Jordan Battle now? Okay. Honestly, that wouldn't be that bad of an idea if we brought in Jordan Battle. Is there a way that I can get away with this? Paris Johnson Jr. for 2 young guys. Well, Jordan Battle's not young anymore. And then a first-round pick 11. Does that work? No, that doesn't work. I wonder if it's the first-round pick that's holding me back here. What about if I was to throw in a second-round pick this year? Okay, what about if I just do this straight up? That gets it into the green. Paris Johnson. Who else can I throw in this deal? I mean, Anthony Richardson, if we trade him away, we can get a lot for him. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to find some other people that we can throw in this deal. Buddha's cap. I can't trade Buddha just yet. His cap hit's going to kill me. Absolutely kill me. I guess this could be where we throw in Brian Bresee, but then I can probably get that first-round pick. So if I get... Maybe I can get 2 first-round picks. If you give me 2 first-round picks plus those 2 guys... Okay, that'd take it down a lot. Maybe not the 2 first-round picks. Really? Brian Bresee and Paris Johnson for Battle and Chamberlain? Okay, just straight up. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I was hoping to get a draft pick out of that. But we get, or at least a replacement in Chamberlain. So that's something. I didn't want to go to managed team. We at least get a replacement. I'm just going to go and turn him into a tackle. Or turn into a right tackle, probably. So if we go and adjust the lineup, Chamberlain will be turned into a right tackle. So that he can start right away. Alright, so the first domino has fallen. The first domino has fallen. It is Paris Johnson Jr. So we're going to have to trade Uche and Hitchens. Hitch? I hate that we have to trade Kellum, but I can't afford to bring back him as well. So we're going to have to trade some more people. Although, all those guys on... Let me just make sure. I need to double check one thing. All of those guys have no penalty, right? They all have 0 penalty? Yeah, okay. So even Richardson has 0 penalty. That's beautiful because his money's crazy. All of these guys have 0 penalty. That's beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. So we can trade all these guys without having to worry about the cap going crazy. But when we have to trade Buda Baker, I'm going to re-sign Bijan and all those guys. Hopefully before we have to trade Buda Baker and whoever else was the other guy. Josh Uche or whoever it was. I don't remember. I kind of want to do the Richardson trade just to get it out of the way. But let's keep going down looking for guys. Looking for guys that are up. Kellum needs to get traded. Jeremy Chin needs to get traded. Hitchens needs to get traded. So does Uche. So what do those 3 guys bring us? Some decent value. We can get Josh Downs back. Some decent value. Mekhi Becton is interesting, but he's only 83. What's his age now? 29. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So we can get some decent value, but I need to get some linebackers in return for the linebackers I'm giving up. So I want Tremaine McNair. He was probably a first-round pick, so he's got a fifth-year option, I would assume. And Chris Spiller, I don't know if he's got a fifth-year option. 24 years old. He's got 1 year left on his deal. It's probably a bad idea to trade for him. But what about if I ask for... Can I ask for anything else? I can't ask for any of these receivers. These receivers all suck. That guard is a little too expensive. They got a couple decent offensive linemen. Maybe I ask for Derek Frost and a draft pick. Second round pick for Chin, Hitchens, and they have no cap. Oh, okay. So Bengals are off the table. Bengals are off the table. They got no cap room. The Bills have a ton of cap room. They don't have a linebacker that I want. Broncos have good cap. A lot of these teams have good cap. A few of them do. Hassan Reddick. There's gotta be a player that I can get. No, Patriots don't have linebackers that I want. They got Fred Warner now? That's who signed the Fred Warner? Okay. Rams have Paul Neal. And they have Mateo Herrera, who's 26. He just signed a new deal, I'm assuming. And you've got Harold Lucas. So if you give me Mateo Herrera, Harold Lucas, and Paul Neal, I could be okay with that. Okay, maybe they're not okay with that. I've got 2 first-round picks. Not a whole lot. What about if I give them a third rounder, a fourth rounder in 2030? Okay, that doesn't really move the needle too much, does it? What about a third rounder in 2030? Okay, so maybe we don't go for Paul Neal. We just go for Mateo Herrera and Harold Lucas. That makes it a little bit more achievable. The fourth round pick almost gets there. What about a sixth round pick from 2029? Very close. Seventh round pick in 2030? Very close. Very, very close. I think I have to move the sixth round pick to a fifth round pick in 2029. They'll accept it, hopefully. No, but the seventh round pick now should push it through. Oh, it doesn't. I thought for sure that would accept. So I guess we have to add a sixth. There we go. So Jeremy Chin, Hitchens, and Uche, plus a 4, 5, and a 6 from future drafts gets us a new corner, Harold Lucas, and Mateo Herrera, a new replacement linebacker. So I'll take that. That's good. I like that a lot. Now we go to the lineup and adjust it. This team's going to look almost completely different now. It's going to be crazy, especially with the new quarterback in there. But now we add Harold Lucas to a cornerback room that's already pretty thin. But we're looking good there. And we add Mateo Herrera, so we're looking good. Now we need to trade away Tyree Wilson and Shaquille Kellum. We need to get rid of those guys now, because those are next up on the list of no cap penalty. So we got, obviously, Bijan, but we're going to try to re-sign him. I'm saving Anthony Richardson till the end. You're not valuable. You're not valuable. You're not valuable. No, no, no. Jenkins, maybe. Not Malik Cunningham. No. No. Kellum. Kaiser White. Cosme's not probably going to be valuable. I might be able to throw him in a trade, but he's probably not going to be valuable. All right, there are some people in here. So we still have a little bit of ways to go, but let's start throwing, like, I'll throw Kellum and Kaiser White in a deal. Maybe we can get a D tackle or a linebacker or something in return. I don't know how valuable Kellum's going to be, but let's find out. So, Shamel Kellum. Did I say Shaquille Kellum? I meant Shamel. Forgot his name for a second. All right, let's go see if we can find a replacement D tackle. Preferably 2 replacement D tackles. Joe Henson, 1-year deal. Vita Vea is old. I'm looking for a D tackle that's got a couple years on the contract. That would fit the scheme. Reggie Chambers. Come on, there's got to be a D tackle out there. There's got to be a D tackle out there that fits what we're looking for. Freeman's probably a little too expensive. The Rams have Marco Landry. He's got 3 years. He must have just got drafted recently. Percy Sandridge is an X factor, but he's only got 1 year left. He's on the last year of his rookie deal, so we can't go down that road again. That'd just be a waste. So Marco Landry might have to be the guy, which is funny because we just traded with the Rams. So, but maybe now I can grab Paul Neal. Maybe they'll give me Paul Neal now. Okay, maybe they won't. Kellum for Landry. They don't like this deal. I mean, to be fair, it makes sense. I understand why they don't like the deal. I was just hoping that they would accept it. So now we have to go a different route. And I don't know what that different route is going to be, because there's not really anybody else that I like that's going to make a difference. Henson, I guess, is the only other guy, but he's on the last year of his deal, and I don't think he was in the first round. No, so he's got to get paid. All these D tackles got to get paid, and I can't pay. Like, this is why we're trading away people, because I can't pay the guys that need to get paid. This is the whole process. This is why we're getting rid of everybody. Reggie Chambers might have to be our guy. Is there anybody else that has a development trait that I can grab? Well, the Dolphins don't have anybody, do they? The Dolphins are in trouble. They got George Smith, a strong safety. All right, that makes it a little bit better. What about just these two straight up? Accepted. So Kellum goes to the Dolphins along with Kaiser White for a new D tackle. So we replace Kellum with a new D tackle. I guess that's fine. But he had at least multiple years on his contract left, so we'll adjust that. Chambers now goes in the middle. We still got to get rid of Tyree Wilson. We got to get rid of what's-his-face and what's-his-face. Tevin Jenkins, I know, is one that we need to get rid of. And then obviously we're saving the Anthony Richardson deal till the very end. So let's trade Tyree Wilson and Tevin Jenkins. We're probably only going to be able to get an offensive lineman for Tevin, and Sam Cosme, I guess we can throw in there too. What kind of value does he have? X Factor free safety. Oh, we can get some X Factors. Okay. This is good to know. Okay, Tyree Wilson looks like he's got a lot of good value. We need to get an offensive line. And I don't know if there's an offensive lineman that we can grab that is cheap and not super expensive. DeMarcus Bush fits that. I know it's a division rival in the Niners, but he fits exactly what we're looking for. So does Todd Spencer. So maybe these two guys for all of what we're asking for. Oh, the Niners have no cap. Oh, 49ers. You got my hopes up, dog. You had two guys that I needed. They had two guys that fit what we were looking for. They have 0 cap. There's got to be somebody. Maybe Brian Hayden is the guy. He's got 2 years on his deal. But they also have Sandridge, that's right. You've also got David Bishop, but David Bishop's on the last year of his deal. What about Ramon Jenkins? What about these two guys? And maybe a draft pick, because I don't know if this will go through. I don't think it would go through. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. I don't think it would go through, but I just want to make sure. I don't want it to go through without getting enough value. So that might have went through. What about a 3rd round pick? There we go. So Tevin Jenkins, Tyree Wilson, and Sam Cosme go to the Titans for a new replacement right guard, a middle linebacker to replace Kaiser White, and a 3rd round pick this year. I'll take that. That's good. That is decent. All right, we will adjust the lineup. Hayden goes into right guard. And then middle linebacker, Ingram and Jenkins are now in there. So the linebacking core looks completely different, but that's okay. The defense in general looks completely different now. All right, so I need to make sure that we don't have any other people that we need to trade away before I re-sign Bijan Robinson. So we go to the penalties. We have Josh Myers isn't going to be valuable. We've got Holland, who's not going to be valuable. I think we've got everybody. Oh, we got Rashad White. I don't know if Rashad White would have any value. Maybe like a 3rd round pick or something. Maybe I can package together a couple of players along with Rachaad White. I'll try it. I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe I can get a backup running back, because I do need a backup running back, especially with Rachaad White leaving. So maybe I can package. Oh, and David Njoku. I'll throw David Njoku and Rachaad White together. Maybe I get a backup running back and backup tight end. We'll take a look. There's George Sellers, Danny Sharpe. Running back, I need to find somebody that's got a lot of speed. I don't want to have a running back that doesn't have speed. So if there's a running back that's got some swiftness to him, what about Matthias Bayless? That's quite the name. He's got 93 speed, 92 excel. We can come back to him. Oh, the Niners, we can't even focus on the Niners because they have no money. Let's see. I've seen some guys, but I don't know how speedy they are. Who's this guy? Justice Burst has 94 speed, 96 excel. Okay, you've piqued my interest. And then we need a backup tight end. You don't really have any backup tight ends. Okay, that's not going to work. What about if I just ask for Burst? No? Okay. Maybe we don't need a backup running back. Maybe we just go for a draft pick, because I don't know if we'll be able to get anything for him. What about a 4th round pick this year for both of these guys? Very close. Wait, what'd that say? Oh, we can't do it because that would put us over the cap. Oh, we got to go for like a next year pick or something like that. What about a 2030 3rd round pick? Okay, so we can't trade for draft picks. That's going to take us over the cap. So it's got to be a player. It's got to be a player. I just hope it's a player that is fast. Mike Savage? I mean, he looks all around pretty pretty good, but he doesn't look like the fastest player in the world. What about this Danny Sharpe guy? I looked at him previously. 91 speed, 93 excel, not fast enough. Jalen Douglas just got drafted last season. He's only at 89. That's certainly not fast enough. Come on, there's got to be a fast running back in the league, right? Gotta be. Oh, not you. We already looked at Bayless. What about Newberry? We didn't look at Cam Newberry yet. I mean, he's okay, not super fast. Did we look at I don't think we looked at Jermaine Moore yet. He is not fast enough. I can't believe there's not a single running back in the auto-generated running back that's like fast. Zach Yarborough's kind of fast. Can I get that? Oh, the line. Oh my god, of course. The Lions don't have any room. God, I hate this. It's just not going my way. What about Demarius Whitfield? Is he fast? He's fast. They have money. And they have a backup tight end. Unfortunately, that'll put us over the salary cap. These guys aren't that expensive. These guys are not that expensive. Is there anything I can do to get this to say yes? Unfortunately, we can't consider the offer if it will put us over the salary cap. I don't understand why it's going to put us over the salary cap. Both these guys have years on their deal, right? McAllister, oh, he's only got 1 year left. But Whitfield has 2 years on his deal. Okay, so I guess we just couldn't add the tight end. But we trade White and Njoku and Josh Myers for a backup running back in Whitfield. At least he's fast. And that has destroyed our cap space, but that's okay. That is all right. Whitfield goes to be the backup. Now we've got to free up enough money to bring back Bijan Robinson. So we got to go here, we got to adjust, and we got to find everybody that can be restructured and restructure them. So Freiermuth can get restructured. Is that it? That can't be it. We're not going to be able to get Bijan back if that's it. Herrera, we can restructure. If anything, I can just franchise tag him, I guess. And then we can re-sign him hopefully next year when we can restructure more deals. Because I've already restructured all these contracts. Unfortunately, a lot of these deals aren't going to make that much of a difference. Like, we've only freed up 2.8 million because we were negative so much again. That's only freed up. That's got us down to 12, minus 12 million. It's just, I don't know if it's going to happen. We traded away a lot of good players though, and got a lot of good players back. Oh, I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe we can't wait to trade Anthony Richardson. Maybe it has to be now, because that's going to free up a ton of money. I guess it's only going to free up 1 million. There's no trades for Anthony Richardson. Probably because he's so awesome that nobody can take on his cap. There's got to be somebody I can go for. Jonathan Fitzsimmons. Can I trade this? This trade will put your team over the salary cap if accepted. We have to be positive money, and I don't think we can be positive money. Oh, so I can't lose Anthony Richardson for nothing. I can't lose Anthony Richardson for nothing, dog. I got to get something back for him. Maybe I shouldn't have traded those guys away. Maybe I should have traded Anthony Richardson first. That might have been my mistake. That might have been my mistake, because I'm going to lose Anthony Richardson for nothing, and I'm going to lose Bijan, and I can't lose Bijan. But I don't have any more contracts that are significant enough to move any money. I've already restructured all these guys' deals. And all the cheap deals aren't going to be that impactful. Like, we could move Demarius Whitfield. That's not going to free up that much money. We can move... Who else? Brian Hayden. Free up money there. Keep going down the list. Jordan Battle. It's not going to do much. And now we're already down to like $6 million deals. This money's not going to matter. This money's not going to matter. And we have now 9.74. Maybe I can just get it to positive and I can tag Bijan and that'd be it. I hate that we lose. I hate that we're probably going to lose Richardson for nothing. But I just don't have enough contracts that I can restructure anymore. I've done it all. I've restructured all the contracts that I possibly can, so I think it's just going to have to be the sad state that we're in right now, where all these guys are going to get restructured. We're going to be super stuck next year. But it's just going to be the way it is. I don't even know if this money's doing anything. Probably not. This money's probably not even helping. I can't restructure any of these deals, and that's it. That's all the contracts I can restructure for this season. And that only gave us, didn't even do anything. 9.45 negative. So that means we're going to lose Bijan and we're going to lose Anthony Richardson for nothing. I can't even make an offer because I have no money. Maybe I can like clear cap penalties. Maybe that would work. It's my last chance. User teams. Can I clear cap penalties? I have cap penalty of 40.5 million. Maybe that would help. Clear cap penalties. Yes, I'm sure. What does that mean? Does that free up money? That's my last desperate attempt. I don't think that did anything. I'm negative 9.5 million. Can't offer Bijan a contract. I didn't do anything. I mean, at least we got a serviceable running back in return in one of those trades. But we're losing one of the best running backs in the league and one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I didn't even see he had an option. Oh. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to pay Anthony Richardson. That's just honest. I don't want to do this. I don't want to press this button. I don't want to press this button, dog. But I have to. Oh. That just killed me a little bit inside. I just died a little bit inside. We did free up some money somehow. We have $31 million. Maybe I can get Bijan back. Bijan, come back. I'll give you a 7-year deal. If you just want to come back for me. I don't know how we have money, but I'm taking it. I'm not going to complain about it. Come back, Bijan. Come back to my favorite. Come back to Daddy. And Anthony Richardson. Okay, we can't afford Anthony Richardson. Andrew Martin is here. He'd be the only other guy that I can offer, probably. Alright, well, maybe we'll get him. I don't know. Is he fast? 80 speed? Oh, he's not good, is he? He's not good. But he's superstar development. Maybe he can be something. I don't know. That's all the money we have. Bijan, come back. Come home to Daddy. Bijan's back on a 7-year deal or 6-year deal, whatever I gave him. And we got that quarterback, too. Bijan, I don't know how we got $30 million, but Bijan Robinson's back. That doesn't make me as sad now. Let's do that. We got this dude. Andrew Martin, 25 years old, 4 years in the league, superstar development. 99 throw power. I didn't even realize he had that. Well, that's cool. He can't throw deep. He's not super fast, but he's got a cannon. All right, our new #1 quarterback. Our new #1 quarterback, and Bijan Robinson's still here. I told you, Bijan. I told you wouldn't leave. You're back, baby. You're back. You came home to Daddy. All right, so the team is not as good as it was last year by a long mile, but it is a team. It is an NFL football team, that is for sure. A 2-time Super Bowl winning NFL football team, might I add. Where is Anthony Richardson going to sign? Hopefully it's nowhere in division, because I'll be scared. The Niners don't need him. Seahawks and Niners could need him. Or not Seahawks and Niners. Seahawks and Rams, I mean. Seahawks and Rams might need him. Let's see where he signed. Where did Anthony Richardson sign? He signed with the Texans. So CJ Stroud must not be in Houston anymore. That's interesting. But Anthony Richardson goes to the AFC. Okay. Let's get to the draft now. Just because we signed that quarterback to a 4-year deal doesn't mean that he's going to be our guy. Especially because he's not very athletic. So we might need to draft a quarterback here. I don't remember what our draft picks are. I know we have 2 of them, but I don't remember what they are. Mock draft number 5. Matthew Weston's going 1. Oh, that's right. This is the draft with AJ Archer. I forgot about that. We pick at number 28 and 32. Both very bad first-round picks. That's what happens when you win a championship. So, I mean, I could probably trade up to get a guy. But do I want to? I haven't even looked at these quarterbacks, to be honest. Jason Carmichael. Elite strength. Elite throw power. I mean, we already have a guy who has 99 throw power. Chuck Young. Elite. Oh, he's got poor speed. Never mind. Jonathan Young. Wait, were they both young? Yeah, they're brothers. They're twins. Jonathan Young, 6'6", with elite throw power, but he's not fast. Why is there no quarterback that's fast? Ashton Feldman, decent speed. Everybody's got elite. Everybody in this draft class has a cannon. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion. But nobody's got wheels. Nobody's Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton type. I want that type. That's what I'm looking for here. Garrett McCarron. This guy can move a little bit. Not great, but he can move a little bit. I'll keep an eye on him. Garrett McCarron. Colin Harrison, no. Levi Shelton, no. I mean, these guys just suck so much. They suck so much. AJ Archer looks really cool. He's not the fastest receiver in the world. He looks pretty good. He doesn't look amazing. Like, he doesn't look generational by any means, but he does look pretty good. I don't think he's worth trading up for, though. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to spend a lot of these points on some quarterbacks just to figure out where we stand with them. So I want to know about, I guess, the top guys. Just let me know how good they are. I guess. I don't really even know. Alright, it's drafting time. It is drafting time. I haven't done really any scouting. At least I don't remember doing any scouting. Do I even have a board? Prospects. No, the only person I have on my board is Garrett McCarron. How good were those quarterbacks? Jonathan Young is a top 5 talent. Well, that is interesting. How good was he? What was he? Jonathan Young, 6'6", strong arm. Oh, he's the guy that's super slow. Well, they're all super slow, but he looks okay. I mean, he's a good thrower of the football. He's not fast. But he's a top 5 talent. Where do they have him going in the mock draft? He was a round 1 projection. Jonathan Young. He's going top 10. Okay. I can't trade into the first round for a quarterback that's not fast. Or trading up in the first round. That'd just be stupid. So it looks like we're going to rock with that quarterback we signed in free agency, I guess. First pick in the draft is Matthew Weston. Then you got J.R. Bullocks. This should be A.J. Archer. Oh, no, it's Adonis Hall. This is A.J. Archer. Then Jason Carmichael, Jared Ward, Daquan Rutland. There goes Chuck Young, Don Truman, Nick Nurse. No, not Nick Nurse. That's a head coach in the NBA. Nick Burse, Connor Skinner, hardly know him, Gregory Session, Braden Allison, Steve Coakley, Reggie Johnson, Wayne Young, Jadarius McGriff, Sharif Bonds, Barry's kid, Darrell Kidd, Andrew Johnson, Kenneth Logan, Sean Holcomb, Max Matthews, Javier McGowan, Armand Stanton, Ezekiel Monk, and Trent Samuels, which means I never said that other quarterback's name. Jonathan Young is available. He's a top 5 true talent. I'm going to take him. Hidden development, 96 throw power, 74 speed. He's basically the same player as what we just signed in free agency. So that is what it is. But we know he's a top 5 talent. I mean, I couldn't pass up on him. He fell all the way to me. I didn't even have to move for him. I couldn't pass up on him. All right, so we got a quarterback. We have another first-round pick here. Final pick of the first round. What do we need? We need probably a free safety, right? DeJuan Ross. Doesn't have the speed, but he has elite strength. But only B to D hit power? That's interesting. He's probably not our guy. What about Dante Stackhouse? Is he fast running back? He's receiving back with 4.4 speed. A juke move, B spin move. That usually means they're pretty good. It's not a guarantee, but that usually means that the running back is decent. If they have that type of juke move, spin move type. Although this center looks decent as well. Kiefer Bergen looks okay. I'm torn between that running back and that center. Both look decent. We don't pick again till the final pick of the second round, so there's no way Kiefer's going to make it all the way there. But, cheeks, this running back, I'm too tempted by the A juke move and B spin move. Hidden development, 93 speed is decent. I think that's actually faster than what we have at running back right now under Bijan. So, Dante Stackhouse, welcome to the team. I was too curious. I couldn't pass up on that. And there goes Bergen to the Browns. I didn't think he'd make it all the way to the last pick of the second round, and he certainly did not. William Bingham is not fast at all. Jamal Duval, what a name. Oh, if only you were a little bit better, I'd take you for your name alone. Kenny Sampson, 6'7", but he's not good. He's just tall. Go play basketball, big boy. Ben Fisher is a day 3 type talent. Don't want that. Travis McClellan. Ooh, 4.3 speed. How big is he? 5'10"? I'm gonna take him. 94 speed, 97 excel, 91 agility. 5'10" receiver? I know he doesn't have a development trait, but I don't hate that pick. I mean, that's a fast boy. That's a fast boy. I mean, it worked out with Lashley last year, so maybe it'll work out with this dude, McClellan, or whatever his name was. We probably do need a tight end. Jonathan Tatum, 6'6", pretty good athletically. Is there a tight end better than him? You've got Dwayne Peterson, who's a 6'4" possession tight end, not super fast, but he can run block. I mean, Dwayne Peterson doesn't look bad. What about Colt Petrowski? Colt Petrowski. Ooh, Colt Petrowski is interesting. I think we can wait a little bit on tight end. We're going to hold off on tight end for a second. What about some of these other players? Like this man right here, Kendrick Green. Looks really good athletically. A, awareness I like. B, block shed. He's a weird one. Glenn Gunn? He's got F zone coverage. Please tell me you're a man. Okay, I was going to say. But he's not super fast. And he's 5'11". He doesn't look worth it. His name is Hall of Fame level, but he's not worth it. Norman Hunter. Another good offensive lineman. Ooh, that might be too bad to too good to pass up. Let me take a quick look at some of these other linebackers. Elite speed. Tim Holiday. On holiday. A, hit power. B, pursuit. A, zone coverage. We have 2 second-round picks, but I don't think that these guys are going to be here when we pick again in the second round. It's either Tim Holiday or it's the center Norman Hunter, I would have to say. I do like Kendrick Green. Huh. Elite speed doesn't always mean he's going to be that good of a player. I think I'm going to go with Norman Hunter. Normal development on the offensive line. Would Tim Holiday have normal development? I don't know, and I don't know if we'll find out, because he might get taken. Kendrick Green got. There goes Tim Holiday. I didn't think he'd make it all the way to the end of the second round, and he doesn't. And I think a lot of those other players got taken too. Oh man, all the tight ends at the top got taken, really, in the second round? Weren't they all round 3 to 4? I thought I could have sworn they were. 6'4", vertical threat, Dwayne Elston, fastest tight end available. I mean, he's a fine player. I needed to get a backup tight end for Freiermuth, so Dwayne Elston is available. Into the 4th round now. Not really sure where to go. Jamal Duvall is still there. There's probably a reason why. What about Xavier Turner? Hardly know her. Nope. Poor speed. What about Trent Patterson? Middle linebacker. 6'3". Not the greatest athlete. He's got a hit power, and that's about it. Nicholas McIntyre. He's a 6'5" physical wide receiver with 4'4" speed. That's enticing, but I don't know if it's the best thing to do. Justice Poole, 6'4" offensive guard. He's got a couple Fs. I can't draft somebody that has Fs. Okay. Where do I go? Brendan Carmichael. No. Tyler Powers. Hardly know her. Deontay Simmons, 6'2" field general, 4'5" speed. Too many Fs. Peter Britton. Captain Britton? I'm going to take Captain Britton. Hey, look at that. Another hidden development player. This time on the receiving corps, so maybe he'll be better than the guy that we took earlier in the draft. 94 speed's not bad. Captain Britton, welcome to the squad in the 4th round. We don't pick again until the final pick of the 5th round. Who's going to be available? Who's going to be available? Tashawn Smith has elite strength with B, hit power, C, man coverage, A to C, block shed. I think that could lean towards A. I'm going to take the bullet. 86 speed, 91 XL, 88 agility. I wonder what his hit power is. Maybe in the low 80s? I don't know, but he's a backup free safety. I mean, we're in the late rounds. We're day 3. We're not going to find any diamonds in the rough. especially when I didn't do crazy amounts of scouting. Joe Quintana. We do probably need a D-tackle, so I'm going to go look at D-tackles. There's probably nobody available. Nobody good, at least. Vaughn Session, 6'5" speed rusher. I'm intrigued by that alone. He's not going to be good, but I'm intrigued by it. I think I'm going to take Vaughn Session. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the Desperados. He's not very good, but I'm intrigued by his build. That's for sure. I am very much intrigued by his build. And then our final pick, Mr. Irrelevant. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be Mr. Irrelevant? Probably shouldn't be a receiver. Maybe it can be another quarterback. Oh, there's only 2 quarterbacks available. Who's going to be Mr. Irrelevant? Mr. Irrelevant. Could it be this guy, Tom Allman? He looks good. If anybody, there's probably nobody else that's going to look as good as he looks. And he doesn't look that good. Taylor Samuels. No, he's not athletic. At least the other guy was somewhat athletic. Come on, show me some freak that's at the back of the draft that I may have missed. One final pick. One final pick. I don't think there's anybody. One last strong safety. He's got elite strength. He's got 8 hit power. Mr. Irrelevant was that strong safety. Congratulations. He got drafted into the league. He's null development, 84 speed, 91 excel. Okay. Whatever, dog. Draft recap. 78 on the quarterback, Jonathan Young, out of Mississippi State. 74 on Dante Stackhouse. McClellan's a 70. Hunter's a 74. Elston's a 67. Captain Britton is a 68. But he's got a development trait. Tashawn Smith, 64. Sessions, a 61. And Coleman ended up being a 66. That's not that bad for where we were drafting the final pick of the draft. Best player in the class was Connor Skinner. Hardly know her. 81. AJ Archer ends up being a 79. Jonathan Young is the 3rd best player in the class. So, I mean, we got him in the 28th pick. I don't think that's a miss. I don't think that's a miss. This draft doesn't seem to be too amazing. So I think we got some good players out of it. But now we got a little bit of a quarterback battle. We got two new quarterbacks in to replace the 2-time Super Bowl winning Anthony Richardson. And we're going to find out how good they can be. Is it going to be Martin or is it going to be Jonathan Young? Jonathan Young's going to start over Martin. And we're going to find out how good he is. Now we have 3 running backs that I like. We have a couple receivers that I like. We have good offensive line, a good tackle in a tight end in Freiermuth. And then on the defense, we got some decent linebackers. Obviously, we got Parsons and Greg Rousseau. Corners are interesting to say the least. And then the safeties, we got a couple backups. We got some interesting players. This team is not as good as it once was. I will admit that. That is fair. We aren't as good as we once were. But we could still be a playoff team. I mean, I don't think, especially because we added a quarterback, I don't think we're going to be as bad as I could have predicted if we would have lost Anthony Richardson for nothing. And getting Bijan back was crazy. Getting that $30 million from, I don't know where it came from, but I'm happy it came because we were able to get Bijan Robinson. So I'm super happy about that. If you guys enjoyed the offseason episode, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.